Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, actually my video normally I speak in my own language, which is Bahasa Malaysia, but today I want to speak in English, especially for this video. Actually, I want to dedicate this video to the Algerians which I met during my travel last time. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go.
The gap between the train and the platform.
On last 24th October, I went for an adventure in North Africa. The first country I went to was Egypt, and then after Egypt, I decided to go to Algeria. 24th of October, I took a flight from Cairo to Algiers using Air Algeria. And around 5 p.m. I arrived at the Houari Boumediene airport in the heart of Algiers. I didn't know that it's gonna be an exciting journey because, to be honest, I met so many Algerians during my time in UK, but I would never ever visit this country because for me it's not used to be a mainstream destination among people. And I reckon that it's gonna be an exciting journey because not everyone will go to it, and it was a very interesting journey. My friend Eunice, which I met in Scotland, he hosted me in Algiers, and what I really grateful because he's willing to fetch me in the airport with his friend. I could remember his name. He drove his car from his house to the airport just to fetch me, but since it's my first time in Algiers, I was really panicked because by the time I wanted to withdraw my money from the ATM, the ATM didn't allow me to do so. And then I asked around what they normally do when tourists comes to Algeria. They change with the there's some people who's waiting in front of the arrival gate just to look for any foreigners that's willing to change the US dollar to Algerian dinar. At the first time I was so panicked, I didn't trust them at all. But then when after I met my friends and he explained me that the rate from the agent is really good compared to the bank because the agent acts like a mediate between the black market and the bank because in North Africa there's a black market which normally people will do the money exchange, they do the foreign currency change things. For the first time I didn't believe this agent, so I decided to evade and run away from them. And it took me for like 1 hour to get out from the airport, and it's really, it makes me feel sorry for my friend because they're waiting for me like almost 45 minutes just to wait for me in the gate, because I was still in the airport to look around, trying to test each of the ATM to withdraw the money. It took me for almost 1 hour just to figure out how could I get the money without involving the agent. But then I used a trick which it worked. I changed my Saudi Riyal to Algerian dinar because I only had 300 Riyal at the time, and then I just kept my US dollar until the end of my journey because I didn't want to use all the USD because it's really pricey and valuable. So I changed 300 Riyal just for about 3,000 Algerian dinar, and and then later on I bought the SIM card from a nearby telco shop, and it worked. Yeah, I got the internet. I could contact my friends who's waiting for me in front of the terminal, and so yeah, it's almost half an hour they were waiting for me. And then later on my friends took me to a nice meat barbecue. I don't know the area, which area is called Meat soup was really really good because I never had that kind of fresh meat in my life, you know. And then my friend told me that this is a traditional Algerian cuisine, which is meat on skewers, and they eat it with some French bread, which is called baguette. I'm not a big fan of baguette because it's quite hard to chew. But then when I realized, when I ate the meat, well, it's really juicy and tender. I still remember the flavor, and yeah, it's really make me feel good. Around 25 minutes, Yunis' colleague joined in, and I remember one of his colleague name is Abdul, and another one is Mehdi, and we had a very good conversation with them. We talk a lot about jobs, viral things, and around about the current political situation in our world. And I really like the conversation because it was very meaningful, and it really very very critical one, which I really like. It's not normal for me to have a very critical conversation like this, because normally I was talk foolishly and did some jokes. It's very awesome conversation with this guy. I really really love him. In fact, I still contact with them till now, especially Abdul, because he's working with a very famous YouTuber in Algeria. What I really thankful the most, the hospitality from the Algeria. Wow, they are very very good in treating their host. I could still remember when Yunis took me to Kasbah. Kasbah is an old city in the Algiers, which is a traditional Arab houses and shops. To a pizza shop over there, and I tried a garlic pizza. I couldn't remember what it's called in Algeria in the local language. The seller treated me with a pizza. He said to me like, "Oh, you can take this pizza. It's free because you're my guest." Oh, I feel so touched at that time because it's very very pure hospitality. It's hard to find anywhere else. I still remember I had that one in Bosnia, but it's a long time ago. So when I came back to travel and went to Algeria, I feel like, oh, the hospitality is very 5-star hospitality. I still remember at that time. I still remember until now the hospitality given by the pizza seller. And then throughout my stay in Algeria, Yunis treat me a lot. He paid for a taxi, paid for my food. Yeah, I think I couldn't repay what he did to me. It's very it's very awesome. I really recommend for you for you guys, if you're watching this video, to come to Algeria. If you want to go to Algeria, you can feel it, experience it on your own. It's really a different kind of destination than the countries that you've been to. It's a very underrated country. You have never heard of this, and you wouldn't ever see this being promoted in media, because yeah, it's so underrated for me. Okay, I know it's very hard for, especially I know it's very hard, especially for the Europeans and the Americans who wants to come to Algeria, because you need to have the visa and so on. But if you have a chance, you should go to this country, because I bet you it's really really good, and you have an amazing experience in this country. Okay, so to my Algerian friends, if you're watching this video, I want to say thank you for treating me very, very good during my stay in Algiers. If you come to Malaysia, just contact me. So that's all for today. I just want to dedicate this video just for the Algerians and to promote this wonderful country to the world. So if you like this channel, please subscribe and like and comment if you want to go to Algeria, and if you have any Algerian friends, you can comment on this video. So see you guys in the next video. Ciao ciao.